Okay, this morning I come to you, family, with a dream or a vision. Not sure what it is. But one of the first days we were here on our new property in Horizonte, as I sat meditating, there appeared unto me a vision or a picture in my mind of a tribe of people, of First Nation people, coming. There were a representation of First Nation people. There were four men. They came into the jungle camp that we have there along the path, and they stayed a distance away, like they were wondering if it was safe to approach or not. And they came and asked me uh, from a couple of meters away. They were wondering. There were four men, and wondering what I was doing there. It was very vague and it wasn't very clear, but it was enough that I clearly remember that these men came and asked me. I kind of shrugged it off. I wasn't sure what to do with it. I thought about it for a while and I left it. A couple of weeks later now, last Monday, July 13th, 2020, I was there again by myself. My wife was resting and our youngest two were somewhere else on the farm, and Lindo and Leandro hadn't come back from Horizonte yet. Hadn't come back from La Curva yet. They were on their way. They had some trouble over there, and it took a day longer. And I was sitting there again alone in the camp, and then I had another real appearance. A picture or a vision in my spirit. There showed up this time there was a whole group of First Nation indigenous people. They were dressed in red. They were red-skinned people, kind of short, chubby, dressed in red, a little bit of black stripes and a little bit of off-white stripes, but mainly in dark, bright red color they were dressed. And they appeared to me. There was a spokesperson. And not only did there one tribe, there was another tribe to the side that was coming with them or joining them, and they were dressed in dark green and light green. That tribe I kind of recognize as one of the tribes that are still today operating in Bolivia, but the red colored one, I don't know what tribe they represent. And again, the spokesperson asked me, "Frank, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What are you doing here?" And I realized I had no answer. I had nothing to say. I had no answer. They weren't looking for war. It didn't look like it. If they were that was in disguise. They were just wondering, these indigenous people, what are you doing here? Why are you here? And I wasn't sure myself what to answer. I began immediately, when the vision was over, I began crying out to God, crying out to the Lord. I said, "Jesus, what am I supposed to tell these people? Why are we here anyway? What are we doing here in the jungle? What are we doing here on this land? What is the purpose?" And immediately, I remembered that 10 years ago, when we first touched down on Bolivia, I had asked the Lord, "What is the darkness? Why are our people? Why is our Plotich nation so much in darkness? So much money, and so many people over the years have spent trying to reach our people with enlightenment, with the gospel, our Plotich nation, and apparently nothing is happening." And I had asked the Lord specifically when we first touched down, and the Lord very clearly spoke to me, and He said 3 times in a row, He just said, "Inca, Inca, Inca." That's 10 years ago now. I didn't even know what Inca meant. I had to look it up in the dictionary. And that's the historical tribe, the ancient tribe of First Nation indigenous people, from which most other tribes in Bolivia stem off from. So here I am faced with this question. These people appear in my spirit, in my vision, and they're asking me, "What are you doing here?" I'm sharing this with you, family, so you can help me pray into this. Why are we here? What are we doing here? What are we supposed to tell these people? Or why would the Lord let this happen?